I grew up in Utah. I lived there for till I was 22 years old, and I moved to Houston and didn't know anybody, and so I started getting involved with church, and then one thing led to another, and I had met Lindsey through church.
I went to school in Killeen. I went to high school in Killeen, and then I went to college in College Station at A&M, and I actually got married in college, and then that kind of led me to the Houston area, and that didn't work out the way I thought it was going to, and I ended up at church too, and a few years later met Dave. We just became friends. We were kind of running in the same group of people and just happened to be at the same places and just group stuff. And so we just kind of got to know each other a little bit. I was very much in friend mode. I didn't really want to date anyone. I was just very in friend mode.
The church put together a Dave Ramsey event. So there was about 8 of us that decided to go to this Dave Ramsey event. And we took 2 cars, and when we got there wasn't quite enough seats all on one row. So Lindsey decided to sit in the second row. I took the opportunity to just sit with just Lindsey. That's where I started to realize that she was on the same page as I was.
I think something happened at the Dave Ramsey thing where we kind of bonded. I think we just got to know each other better. And I just liked him. And I used to always say, like, whenever I liked people, I'd be like, I like them a lot. And all our friends would kind of make fun of me. They even baked me a cake that says, I like you a lot. Because I would be like, I just like them a lot. And anyway.
I tried to be sly. We ended up hanging out one night and
with a group. It was the whole church singles group.
So it was that night that we went back to the car, and then we ended up staying there talking until like 2 in the morning. But during this conversation, I decided it was time. Hey, we've been hanging out for about a month every single day. It's time to make this official.
I felt like I kind of understood where he was coming from, and poor Dave says things so awkwardly sometimes. So I knew to cut him some slack on it.
So I look at her and I say, so we're headed towards marriage.
So that's the first time Dave proposed to me. Back in October.
It took me about 3 months to make up for saying that.
Well, he kept proposing to me. Like, it was always like, well, if you want to get married, da, da, da. And so I always would tease him about, I was like, oh, is that your proposal for today? It's like, yeah, okay.
I knew eventually one of them would work. She pretty much said, there's black and there's white, and there is no gray. We are friends, and that's all we'll ever be. And she's like, well, have you even prayed about it? And I looked at her and I was like, yes, I have prayed about it. And what I heard was, continue to love Lindsey with excellence and expect nothing in return. And it was short, it was simple, and I knew that, I heard that from God. So about this time, I had asked her, we were in a group setting, and I was like, hey guys, we should all do New Year's in Utah together, because that'd be fun.
It ended up just me and Dave in Utah. So we went skiing, and I was really scared. And Dave was so patient with me. Just so patient with me. He didn't get frustrated with me, and I was just being a complete baby. And I don't know, it just kind of clicked for me, like, okay, he's a lot more special than I'm willing to recognize. He did exactly what God told him to do, is he kept loving me and kept loving me. And I think that's exactly what I needed. I just really needed someone who just loved me, and I didn't have to really, I just had to be me, And his patience, just the example of his patience and his kindness. And it wasn't just like, oh, we hung out. It was like Dave treated me with so much respect and love. You were just so good to me. You were so good to me. That just spoke volumes to me of the kind of person he is.
So I finally decided to propose during with our Bible study group, and we decided that we were going to share our testimony. And it got to me, and I decided to share my whole testimony.
Like, I was born in Idaho.
She had no clue. When I got to where Lindsey and I met, my focus changed to Lindsey and I's story. And so I went through and I shared our story all the way up and through, and then I got to the end, and I just looked her right in the eye and I said, hey, I want to thank you for letting me love you. every day. And I stood up and I walked over and I gave her a hug. I got down on one knee and I said, Lindsey, will you continue to let me love you every day the rest of my life?
The last few years before I met Dave, I think I was just in a really low place. I was kind of readjusting. My life plan had completely gone in a different direction than what I had planned. So to see God work and bring me someone who makes me more me and brings me closer to Him, I mean, He just knows what He's doing. He absolutely knows what He's doing.
I am blessed every day to continue to love you and to do my best and to treat you like the woman you are.